Hey, what's going on, everybody? Once again, Clark Kent, the Clark Kent Experience. And it really wouldn't be an experience without my wife with me here. So, actually, the first time we ever did a video together. So, I'm actually honored and privileged of the opportunity to make this all go down. But she found something that I think it was real key. I was doing some stuff on the computer, and she basically said that she found some information. And just, let people know what you found.
Okay, this was just, I'm always about marriage and ways we could improve our marriage, and this was just one of the things that I thought was something, why not share? And it's top 10 relationship killers.
I found it to be top 10. Now, this is the top 10 relationship killers.
It's not an all-inclusive list. I'm sure there are other things, but, just a couple of things that I wanted to just talk about.
All right, so we're gonna knock them out real quick. Kind of touch on each one just a little bit, so we can kind of blast through this. We don't want to bore the people with how to make your relationship better.
Well, it's 10, so just bear with us.
10.
Okay, number 1, family. The number 1 relationship stress for most couples has little to do with their relationship and much to do with the relationships they are surrounded by. The role of your parents, in-laws, siblings, friends, all shift the moment you say I do, because when you join together as one, you've chosen to put your spouse above all others.
Right.
Too many marriages are struggling simply due to a lack of priorities, finding themselves pulled by everyone else in every which way except towards each other. Healthy marriages learn to choose one another above all others.
Right, and that can be difficult at times, so, because, your wife is your wife. Got to put her at the top. You got to tell your mom, be easy. This is my wife now. So hopefully all that works out for you. So number 2.
Number 2, lack of communication.
What'd you say?
Ding, ding, ding.
What'd you say?
Exactly.
See, so.
Lack of communication. It's true that the average couple invests in quality conversations only a few minutes a day. It's easy to let life get busy and stop connecting with the one you love. But there's no such thing as living in neutral, because drifting happens the moment we stop moving forward.
Right.
Take the time to connect and communicate with your spouse often.
Got to communicate.
Now, what I've said to him, something we could implement.
Him, over there, you can't see him. But
is when we come home, it's just talking about each other's day. Now, I truly believe in love language, and if you don't have the book, get it. It's love language for kids, for teens, and for married couples.
I'll admit, fellas, I didn't see eye to eye with the love language, but it's true. It's true. Now, once again, I don't get it right all the time, but what we're telling you, we also too have to apply. So we're teaching ourselves, and we're teaching you guys on how to make things better. So communication, love language. Matter of fact, we'll cover all that probably in part 2. But go ahead, number 3.
We should do a love language seminar, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes. See, his communication says yes. He's super excited. Number 3, stress. It's so easy to take our stress out on our spouse. We can get into the habit of holding things in until we're in the safety and comfort of our marriage. And then we explode. From financial problems to illness, job loss, grief, healthy couples allow their stress to pull them together by relying on each other, sharing it with one another, and carrying the load. I know sometimes I say things to him that I would never say to anyone else, because that's like my sounding board. I get my frustration out, and all of a sudden he's the problem when really he's not. But this is how we take stress out. Not healthy.
Not healthy at all.
But that's why communication exists, so we can talk it out, provide the opportunity to vent. First of all, to God, get it out to Him. And another way to connect, He sees where I'm coming from, where I'm stressed, where I'm kind of, angry at the moment, and it kind of solves a lot of issues before they even become bigger issues.
Yeah, going to the gym, too, is a good way to relieve some stress sometimes.
It really is.
So you can try that, whatever. So that's all good. So what we'll do here is we'll do the first 5 for the day.
Right.
Then tomorrow we'll do the second 5.
We're thinking the same thing.
Nah, seriously. This is cool, though. Go ahead.
Number 4, technology.
Ooh. Candy Crush will crush your marriage.
First of all, Candy Crush has nothing to do with our marriage. You don't ever talk about Candy Crush like that again.
You know what I'm saying?
All right?
It's me or the crush. Who you really got a crush on?
All right, guys, I'm sorry we had to end this real early, but Candy Crush kind of won. Technology. I read a blog post about a guy getting a divorce, except this guy chose to divorce his phone. But it makes sense because so many of us carry this dangerous relationship killer right in our back pocket. In the world of technology, it's crazy. iPhone carrying, Facebook posting mania. It's no joke that we find our time slipping away into the inanimate instead of investing into the intimate. Unplug, disconnect, shut down, and invest in your spouse.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to bring this man and his phone together. You will hold your phone in error. All right, I'll stop right there. See, I was going to go all in. Because, I mean, some people are married to your phone. You know, it happens. It happens. But all these keys are right. I mean, they're all right. You know, technology, stress, communication, love, what was it, love languages? No, that was part of communication.
Right.
What was the first one?
Family.
Family. Oh, that's family.
Family. Lack of communication, stress, technology, and the number 5, to wrap it up, selfishness.
Which everybody can be at times.
Marriage is one huge ongoing life lesson in unselfishness, and will either allow the experience to make us better or we'll grow bitter. Putting someone else first is an incredibly hard task because our flesh is wired to choose self. Each time we say yes to ourselves, we are saying no to our marriage, because marriage is not about him versus her. It's about we versus me.
Yeah, that's, you know, selfish. Everyone's a little selfish at times. You know, everybody, I believe, becomes a little selfish. And all the keys we read today, basically, like I said, we try to practice those ourselves. It's not about us on here acting. We're not perfect at all, but it's a good tool. Even doing a video together, coming together, and making it happen that way is, I think, is key. So, good tool. So listen, tomorrow, we'll do part 2. It's working out so far, so good.
And try to practice it. Family, communicate, and sometimes for communication, you could think, man, I talked about my day, I asked about her day, we got things out, but she's on another level. It's completely different.
Yeah.
And you might think, man, I talked about my day, we spent quality time together, and she's left feeling like, well, what about me?
And we're still see, the good thing about this, going to show the real.
This is a work in progress.
Yeah,
right
so
here.
I'm still trying to work it out. I'm thinking I'm talking good, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm willing to try to make it work, and that's what it takes. Willing to try to make it. Everyone's willing to keep God first. You know, y'all can be mad as y'all want to be at each other, but y'all just keep your eyes on God and keep truly in your heart reaching for Him. So
put family first. Try to communicate. Try to de-stress with each other. Put away the technology, and try not to be selfish.
All right, that's cool. Right there, we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, part 2, 6 through 10. Or what is it? 6 through 10. And we'll be back. But for now, the Clarke Kent Experience. Once again, send your music videos to me, the Clarke Kent Experience @gmail.com, at Clarke Kent 36 on Twitter. I want to promote your videos in the middle of all this Clarke Kent Experience. So hit me up, well, hit us up, hit me up, or whatever on Facebook, the Clarke Kent Experience. And that's all. There it is. That's it. So we'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, peace.